Are you missing warm bakery style rolls but still trying to eat healthy? This is golden and slightly crisp on the outside, soft, warm, and fluffy on the inside, and made with just 3 simple low-carb ingredients.
Hey compassionate carnivores, in today's video I'm putting Steak and Butter Gal's viral carnivore bun recipe to the test. I'm going to see, does it taste eggy? Does it actually taste good? I'm not making one version, I'm making two. One is supposed to be softer and slightly sweeter, and the other has more of a tangy sourdough style flavor. I'm putting them both to the test. I'm rating them on 3 things. 1, does it actually taste good? 2, is it truly easy to make? And 3, how much time does it take to make? Before we get started, this video is proudly brought to you by Saltr. I would never promote something unless I truly loved it. My family and I use their salt and drink their electrolytes every single day. If you guys know me, I used to use Redmond salt all the time. I later learned that it's high in heavy metals like lead. Shh. My friend Scott, who runs the Meat Stock Conference, started Saltr. They have super clean electrolytes, a salted caramel coffee. It's so delicious. They have this Norwegian flake salt with added potassium and magnesium that I can just sprinkle on all my meals. It's so delicious and it's so good for you. If you're interested, I'll link it down below. Okay, on to the video.
Here's everything you'll need. First, eggs. Since there's no flour in this recipe, the eggs hold everything together and give the buns their structure. Next, baking powder. That's what gives the buns their rise so they don't turn out dense and flat. And then you're going to need a milk powder. You can technically use any milk powder. However, non-fat milk powder tends to be higher in carbs since it's mostly lactose, so I don't recommend that one. Heavy cream powder is lower in carbs because it's higher in fat and lower in lactose, which is why a lot of low-carb carnivores prefer it. Goat milk powder still contains natural milk sugars, but some people find it easier to digest and it gives more of that tangy sourdough style flavor. I'm testing both the heavy cream version and the goat milk version to see which one actually tastes better. For tools, I'm using 2 mixing bowls since we're making 2 different versions. You'll also need either an electric hand mixer or a whisk, a spatula, and parchment paper. I got this parchment paper that's built for the air fryer off Amazon. You also want a small bowl of water nearby because wet hands make shaping the bun so much easier since the dough is really sticky. You can make this in the oven or in an air fryer. I'm using an air fryer today. We're going to start with the heavy cream version. First, crack 3 eggs into a mixing bowl and beat them until fully combined. Next, add 1 tablespoon of baking powder and mix again. Now add 1.5 cups of heavy cream powder. I like to add it slowly while mixing so it blends smoothly and doesn't clump. Keep mixing until you get a thick, sticky dough. It should feel dense and slightly stretchy, almost like soft taffy. That's when you know it's ready. Take your spatula and scrape the sides to make sure you get all of that powder mixed in. Now let's form the buns. This is where that small bowl of water comes in handy. Dip your hands in the water so the dough doesn't stick. It is very sticky, so don't skip this step. Scoop out a portion of the dough and gently shape it into a round bun. It doesn't have to be perfect, just form it and place it on parchment paper. Repeat until all the dough is shaped. Hopefully my family's watching and taking some notes. Look at that, I'm rinsing off my dishes. Preheat your air fryer to 320 degrees. For some reason mine only goes by 5s, so I did 325. Place the buns inside and cook for 6 minutes. After 6 minutes, take them out, flip them over, and cook them for another 6 minutes. You have to be super gentle with it. Mine was kind of falling apart. Once I flipped it, I used my hands and tried to shape it back into a roll because it was kind of falling apart. After the 6 minutes, this is what it looked like. Oh my gosh, carnivore rolls. These are actually healthy and you don't have to feel guilty about them. The outside was nice and golden and crisp, and they rised up so nicely. Okay, so Bella's looked so much better than mine. I don't know why. Mine looks it still looks absolutely delicious, but hers look 10 times better. I guess I'm just not a professional chef. Mine has a lot of texture on top. I think it's because mine kind of fell apart, and I had to rebuild it and put it together. But look at that. The inside's so nice and fluffy, so nice and warm. Oh my gosh, healthy buns. Quick interruption before the taste test. I have to shout out my sister Katie and I. We've been working so hard on our small business, CompassionateCarnivore.store. We handcraft 100% natural tallow-based skincare and beauty products. If you'd like to support us, you can use code TALLOW15 for 15% off your order and 2 free lip balms. I don't remember what bread tastes like, but this tastes absolutely fantastic, so delicious. However, I do taste a little bit of egg in it. It's slightly eggy, but it's not horrible. This was so easy to make. It took 12 minutes in the air fryer, and I did a little bit of extra time because it wouldn't preheat, so I just did it until I was able to flip it and it was nice and solid. You just put your 3 ingredients in a bowl and really just mix it up. That probably took me like
5 minutes. So simple and easy to make. The only thing is though, this seems kind of expensive to make. The heavy cream powder was expensive and we used quite a bit of it. I guess there's still a pretty good amount in it. If you don't have this in hand at your house, it's pretty pricey. I believe this was $20 on Amazon, but it's well worth it for this. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna actually make this all the time. I probably have 10 more batches maybe. I'm not sure. I'm really impressed. At first I was like, I didn't want to spend my money on new ingredients because I had to buy this because we didn't have this in our house, but it is so worth it. It is so delicious. You could make this for friends and family and I bet they wouldn't tell the difference. The only thing is though, it looks really yellow. This is so amazing and so incredibly delicious and you don't have to feel guilty about eating it at all. It is so easy to make. It didn't take a lot of time. It's absolutely delicious. My mom doesn't want to be on my video, but I want her to explain it. Her first reaction was, holy, the bad word.
Yeah, I did. Say that. That was just, oh my gosh. I'm seriously at a loss for words. I can't stop eating it. It's so good. It's like actually eating bread.
We're almost done with it.
Yes, it is. Honestly, I'm an honest person. It tastes really good. Like, if you would just give this to a regular person eating the standard American diet.
For the second version, we're using goat milk powder and collagen powder instead of the heavy cream powder. Start by cracking 3 eggs into your bowl and beat them until fully combined. Add 1 tablespoon of baking powder and mix again. Now add 1 cup of goat milk powder and a half a cup of collagen powder. Just like before, I'm going to slowly add it while mixing so everything blends evenly. Keep mixing until you get the same thick, sticky dough. This version should feel slightly less rich than the heavy cream one, but still thick enough to hold its shape. And then I scrape the sides to make sure I got all the powder mixed in. I dipped my hands in the water, but this time it completely stuck to my hands. It was super sticky. I added some more goat milk powder to thicken it up so that it wouldn't stick to my hands, and then I just put my hands in it and I totally forgot to dip it in the water. It was still pretty sticky, so I just switched to a measuring cup and then I used a spoon to try to shape it into my little rolls. This is what they look like. They're all different sizes, but that's okay. I put them in the air fryer for 6 minutes. While that was cooking, of course, I cleaned up my mess. I hope my family's watching and taking lots of notes. After the 6 minutes, this is what they looked like. What? Oh my gosh, it looked better than the first one. I couldn't believe it. These one rised up so nicely and they're so lightly golden on top. They look absolutely delicious. I could tell it wasn't cooked all the way, so I decided to put it back in the air fryer for 2 minutes. I drink these electrolytes every single day. It has 0 sugar, 0 calories, 0 carbs, no artificial sweeteners, flavors, or dyes. It has over 60 plus trace minerals. So there are 30 servings in each pack. It comes with 15 sticks, and every single stick has 2 servings. Before I found Saltr, and when I would take my electrolytes, I had to take a shot of it every single morning to get it over with because the flavor was just so oceany and horrible. And now I can actually sip and enjoy my electrolytes throughout the day. I left them for a little too long in the air fryer. That 2 minutes made the top a little burnt. Oopsie. I flipped them and put it back in for 6 minutes. Okay, I burnt them a little bit. It doesn't smell burnt though. It looks like a chocolate. Oopsie. You really have to just watch them. These ones, at first, I was skeptical about it. I was like, I do not like this goat one because it kept sticking to my hands and it would not stick onto the parchment paper, but they formed way better like a bun than the other ones did. The only thing is though, it just burnt. Keep your eye on it because it can burn real fast. But look at that. Nice and fluffy and a little burnt on the outside. I have no patience at all. The heavy cream powder one that I made last didn't really look the best, but it was absolutely delicious. If you have more patience, I think the presentation can look absolutely amazing like Bella's, but I just went too fast and I could have took my time and made them more even. And I needed to keep my eye on this one more, but look at that. Okay, the difference of the flavor. This one has no eggy taste whatsoever to me. This one is my favorite one. This one was the best one. At first I was like, I do not like this one at all. It kept sticking to my hand and it wouldn't stick. So the trick is use a spoon and try to form it and not your hands, because I don't know why, it just kept sticking to my hands. So simple and easy to make. Absolutely delicious. Well, that is how you make carnivore buns. Bella absolutely nailed it. It's so delicious and so easy to make. I really recommend making it. If you are not subscribed, please subscribe as it really helps YouTube push my videos out and may inspire others. Also, if you guys want to comment down below recipes that you want me to try and test out to see if it's worth it, please let me know. I wish you all the very best today and always bye. Beep.